2 illegal aliens in this country just kidnapped a 12-year-old.
Not the illegal aliens. Sorry.
Yeah, so a baby in the womb.
No, I don't care about a heartbeat at all. I don't care about a heartbeat in any capacity.
So I believe that soul happens as soon as creation happens.
I agree with that.
Oh
yes.
God, I'm curious how he would answer the twin thing. So then, do you die when if you have a identical twin, or does a soul split in half?
It doesn't matter if it's my
Hold
DNA.
on, why do you have control over somebody else's DNA? I thought you said
Because it's in your body.
Me, if they want to control,
got
they
it.
should have
So it's a location issue.
So
It's a location issue. Yeah. What do you think rape is? What do you think murder is? The location issue of my knife in your chest. That's a location issue. What a stupid. It's a location issue.
Would you date a guy who was pro-life? Starting with you.
Would I date one right now? Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yes.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
No, that's a requirement, yes.
Good for you.
I mean, I think women should have the right to choose in certain situations.
Okay.
Mainly based on essay.
Sure. Okay. Take it away, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, who has strong opinions on the topic?
Don't look at me.
The Canadian.
Canadian.
All right, for those of you that are pro-abortion, any one of you can chime in. You can take a second. When does life begin?
When you have consciousness.
Okay, when is that?
It's debated, but probably around 20 to 20, maybe 18 to 24 weeks.
So then would you say we should allow no more abortions after 18 weeks?
It's a little tougher after that. I probably would agree that maybe you shouldn't. If you do, maybe, I'll be more okay with it, but at the same time, I'd be a little weary about it.
Okay. Anybody else have a thought on that?
I don't care.
Okay.
No opinion.
Hold on, because some abortions late term are kind of crazy. You should
I
have
agree.
abortions super late term.
Right, which America has the craziest late-term abortion laws.
Welcome to Canada.
Well, Canada's also out of control, too.
Canada's any time in Canada.
Wow.
Anytime.
That's remarkable.
Oh, it is.
What does
Okay.
anytime mean? Anytime in the womb?
Up to gestation.
Yeah, to just
wow.
Full
literally in
gestation.
Canada.
I think it's dependent on area. Actually.
I think it's, but abortion is also a medical term, so it's not necessarily that someone wants to get rid of it. It's also a medical abortion, so like if you need to, because I had someone in my life who 6 months in, they were super happy about their pregnancy and they had to have an abortion because their fetus died inside of them.
So yeah, that's a surgical removal, though. That's
It's still considered an abortion.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
still considered an
You're not
abortion.
really aborting a pregnancy, so it's just a.
Maybe not aborting a pregnancy, but you're still aborting. It's still an abortion.
I guess that's a.
in the U.S. too.
term.
Yeah, it's still the same term. Still the same term.
Yeah, it's just not
Got him.
technically an abortion. An abortion would be the.
It's not
when
by
you're thinking
my
of abortion,
term.
you're thinking of aborting a live fetus that may be viable to live on,
Correct.
but an abortion can still be a fetus that is already dead that you have to abort because it will rot inside of you and kill you.
That's the sensitive areas still in the
Yeah.
U.S.
No, even pro-life people, myself, are okay if the fetus is no longer living, removing
Yeah,
the fetus.
well, that's what happened to this person that I knew. They had to have an abortion at 6 months because their
Yeah, again,
fetus-
I wouldn't say that's an abortion, but I don't want to.
it technically is an abortion.
But like with Texas, for example, Texas law, right?
You're allowed to remove a dead fetus.
Yeah, that's still an abortion at that point. It's still an abortion. You have to abort the fetus. because it's
I know,
dead.
but is it living?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be living for it to be an abortion.
Right, we're just qualming over terms. That would be a surgery for.
But we should call it what it is. If it's an abortion, it's an abortion.
Okay, that's an interesting debate. What is abortion?
Removing a fetus, dead or alive, from your body.
Okay, dead or alive. I would say alive. We just
Yeah.
disagree.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say that ceasing the life. That's interesting. You said dead or alive.
but even when it's dead, you have to abort it.
You have to remove it.
Abort.
You can remove
Abort.
it.
Abort mission.
Well, you
Fuck, she's gonna get fucking owned because he's gonna C-section or whatever. Because technically, removing a fetus dead or alive depends on how long you call it a fetus or whatever. Like, what if you remove it while it's alive? Isn't that just a delivery? Like, if you have a C-section, is that an abortion? Are you aborting a pregnancy? Not really. It's like completing, right? I don't.
you can remove it without surgery, though.
No, not when it's 6 months old.
Well, not 6 months, but at a month.
But so what about 6 months? What would you call it then? When you have to remove a 6-month-old fetus?
Again,
what
we're
is it
qualming
then?
over terms. I wouldn't disagree that it requires surgery, but
Is it not an abortion?
no, because you're not actually aborting the mission.
You have to abort the mission. The
No,
fetus is
the-
dead. Remove it.
So then 500 years ago, how did that fetus leave the?
You know, the fetus would rot inside the mother, and the mother would die.
Not all the time. No, the woman could also give birth
But that
to the
doesn't
dead
happen all
fetus.
the time. But that doesn't.
Again,
That rarely happens.
So-
That's why they call upon it to be removed because 9 times out of 10 the mother will die from the fetus
no,
rotting
I'm,
inside of her.
I'm morally fine with that. That's for sure. Do you think
Yeah.
that if a
Okay.
baby can feel pain, regardless of
It's
consciousness?
hold on, I'm talking about a dead fetus at 6
No, I'm
months.
not disagreeing with that. You're dwelling on that.
No,
micro
okay,
issue,
sorry.
but yeah.
Hold on, I'm listening. Okay.
But going way back to like when abortion should be illegal. So you say life begins at consciousness.
Wait, sorry. When should abortion be illegal? At what time?
I think all abortion should be illegal.
But at what time? You said when
At beginning at conception.
Okay, no.
I'm trying to understand your position.
Okay, I'll hold back. I'm listening. Sorry,
Right.
I'm just gonna shut up.
That's okay. So you say consciousness is when life begins. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then if somebody is without consciousness after a car accident and they're on
Yeah.
life support,
Yes.
they're no longer living.
Unplug them. Take me.
Unplug them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
fine with
you're
that.
consistent. So even the ones that come back to full consciousness when their brainwaves are no longer detected.
Too
doesn't
late,
matter.
baby. Unplug. I'm fine with that. I have no issue with that. What do you mean? How is that crazy?
That's kind of that's
lot of
inhumane,
people-
isn't it?
That is not okay.
But also, I see her point because so many people are kept alive by their family members who are grieving.
But I thought they're not alive.
No. So you're
but they're kept. Their
plugged
bodies
in.
are kept physically alive by their families
Good.
that are grieving. And I'm talking about like for years, and your
Sometimes.
families that can afford it, right? And it's like, and that's why I see your point.
But
like, maybe
also,
not.
a physically developing fetus is not the same as a full-grown human
Sure.
that's already
for
alive.
sure. What species is the fetus?
They're human, but they're still a fetus. That's why we differentiate a fetus from a human.
But what does fetus mean? What does that
Fetus is
mean?
a developing human. They're not quite human yet.
But
Embryo
so they become a human right when brainwaves
When they develop mental consciousness.
which could be as early as 6 weeks, 12
Yeah,
weeks.
we
but I'll
don't
take
know
your
the
18
exact
weeks,
date.
yes.
We don't know the
But
exact
if
date.
we have data that shows 6 weeks, you'd be cool with cutting it off.
Yeah, if we could see 6 weeks that you had mental consciousness, that you could experience life and form memories, but at 6 weeks you can't. You just can't. Do you even have a heartbeat at 6 weeks? No.
Well, you do. Yeah, around 6 or 7
Isn't it?
weeks.
Is it not 10 weeks?
It depends. I mean, we sort of know. I mean, every baby's trajectory is different. It's between 6 to 10 weeks. So yeah, but if a baby can feel pain and have a heartbeat, you're okay with that?
No, I don't care about a heartbeat at all. I don't care about a heartbeat in any capacity.
Why?
Because if I'm brain dead and I'm laying in a hospital bed and I have a heartbeat but my brain is dead, you're going to pull the plug.
Do you think that a human being is more than brainwaves?
No, it's all about your brain.
No, see, we have a good disagreement here. I think a human being has a soul. Does anyone else think human beings
No,
have
I
souls?
believe you have a soul, but your soul connects to your brain.
Oh, hold on. No.
Yeah, I think so.
Who else thinks we have souls?
I also believe that was
We have soul? Soul?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yes. So you think soul or yes or no?
Sorry, hold on. There's water in my
That's okay. So you think soul, brain, and mind are all one thing, right? That's what you think.
I think it all connects in some way.
Got it.
Sure.
So I believe that soul happens as soon as creation happens.
I agree with that.
Oh God, fuck! I'm curious how he would answer the twin thing. So then, do you die if you have a identical twin, or does a soul split in half?
I agree with
So
that.
then if you are terminating a baby prior to brainwaves, you're still terminating a soul.
Your soul will go into another being. You'll get reincarnated.
Hold on,
as
see,
something
I don't
else.
believe that.
The countering the retarded religious concept with another retarded religious concept base.
Is your soul without a brain?
That's a good question. So I mean, let's play this out. When you die, if we believe in a soul, then it transcends your brainwaves.
Yeah.
So that means it's not in your brain then. It's outside of your brain. It's your whole being is your soul.
Yeah, but you're not physically here, so what would be the difference between pulling the cord or not pulling the cord?
Exactly.
Your soul would still exist.
Well, no, for sure. With that argument, we should just kill a lot of people and think nothing of it.
Sure.
Their souls will go where they need
No,
to go.
I know, but what you're saying is that since somebody has a being has a soul, which is my argument, we don't have a right to pull the plug or to terminate that being, regardless if it has brainwaves or not, because the soul is there at the moment of
Well,
creation.
no, because when your loved one is suffering and they're,
Well, hold on. The fetus is not suffering. The baby's not suffering at 2 weeks.
Can I ask a question? How does this translate to like war? When you, well, there's a lot of no, wait, because no, what?
It's not lively. I like the popcorn.
It's
good.
because it's
Can I
like
have some?
we can argue about abortion and things like that and how it's wrong, but then some more right leaning are okay with war still and like sacrificing men's lives. So how does that translate with
No,
the
I mean,
argument?
it's a good question. I mean, I'm totally against the Ukraine-Russian war, for example. I think it should end. I mean, I think all human beings are made in the image of God. Nothing should be trivialized. But as far as like people being okay with war, I mean, you have to give me an example.
Wait, can I be charitable here? Would perhaps a better argument from your position be why are these people also in favor of the death sentence? Is that kind of
Sure, that can be another
Okay,
one,
I mean,
yes.
that's a good question because
Are you in favor of the death
Yeah,
sentence?
the death penalty, absolutely,
But
yes.
okay, so you're in favor of the death penalty, but you're not in favor of abortion because you
Yes.
think infants are innocent? Is that why?
Well, yes, let's take an example.
Yeah, okay.
This last week, 2 illegal aliens in this country just kidnapped and raped a 12-year-old.
Not the illegal aliens. Sorry.
Yeah, so a baby in the womb did not kidnap and rape a 12-year-old.
Okay, but
so
they have
they're
the potential
Hold
to.
on. Well, everyone has free will
Right.
and the potential to, but someone who just kidnapped and raped 2 12-year-olds, they're in a completely different moral universe than a baby who is sitting patiently in a
Well,
womb.
it's the argument. Like I totally understand that fetuses are innocent, but it's the same argument that if it's the violinist. I talked about this before. The first time I was on the
I've
violinist.
been through this so
argument.
many times,
I know
yes.
you've been through this, but I'll still run it through. The violinist argument, where you're hooked up, you wake up and you're hooked up to the most famous violinist, and they're hooked up to you, and you have to sit there for 9 months bedridden to take care of
But
them.
in order for that metaphor to be true, did you know the night before that you had a chance to potentially be hooked up to a violinist if you had a bunch of pleasure?
Okay,
This doesn't address rape though. Bring up the rape analogy.
I get that part, but even at,
Because you agreed to have sex before all of a sudden the
But hold on,
violinist showed up in your room.
at that point, accidents happen. Like it's also like you could just leave your front door open by accident. Now someone's sitting in your house for fucking
Hold
8
on a
months,
second.
9 months.
But having sex is a choice. Now, less than 1% of all abortions are rape incest. But having sex is a choice. You don't have to have that choice.
But
and
you
choices
don't
come
choose
with
to
a
be
cost.
pregnant when you have sex. You don't choose to be
Well,
pregnant.
hold on, but you have a choice to have sex in the first place.
Yes, but you don't choose to be pregnant. Sex doesn't always lead to pregnancy. Women are only fertile for 5 days of the month.
Right, so why do you need to have sex?
Feels good. What are you talking about?
So we should just do what feels good regardless of the choices
Yes,
or
people
consequences?
do that all the time.
But
People
just
love
because people
feeling
do
good.
things all the time, is that right?
No, it's not about people like feeling good. People like
No, I
doing
know,
good things that give them dopamine and
we're getting
serotonin.
somewhere, right? So should what feels good be prioritized over what is good?
Sometimes it depends exactly on what it is.
Okay, so if I can have pleasure and a bunch of
Sure.
people die, that's perfectly fine.
I said it depends on what it is. If people are dying,
Okay, so again, back to the point is that you
Multiple
don't,
people.
outside of rape or those very, very fringe.
It's so annoying because like even on this show they try to bring on like OnlyFans girls and shit to look retarded or whatever. Now we have an epic TGG over here, so she doesn't. But like I'm not trying to trash anybody, but she's like I don't think she's like a professional stream debater. But like even she is giving Charlie significant problems here. The idea, this concept that Charlie got this like credit for being this amazing debater, like put the college kids in the bag in the prepared clips, little bro. Like he's so fucking. This is such a bad. He's not doing this argument well at all. Ugh.
Cases, 99% of the time, you don't just wake up and you're magically pregnant.
No, you know that you had sex and you're
Bingo.
like, oh shit.
So hold on a second. So why do you then get to have the orgasm without the responsibility?
Hold on, because you don't get to have the orgasm. You just wake up pregnant.
Hold on a
Let's
second,
be honest.
but hold on. But if the woman chooses to keep the baby, the man has to pay child support.
I don't agree
Secondly,
with that.
well, it's the law.
But yeah,
Secondly,
well, the
hold
law
on.
they made
might
that
be
choice.
stupid sometimes.
Well, that's right. Both parties made the choice, which is interesting. Do you think that men should be able to have a say before a woman has an abortion?
I think it should be a conversation.
I don't. But here's the thing. I don't think
Should
you should
both
be
parties
able
have to agree?
Hold
I
on.
think so.
I don't.
You're
I
consistent. Good for you.
don't think you should be able to force women into abortion, just like you shouldn't be able to force women out of an abortion. You shouldn't. No way, each way or the other. No way. You can't tell someone to do with their body.
Hold on, but is it their body or is it that another body's within their body?
It's okay. But if someone broke into my house, I would put a gun to their head and say, "Get the fuck out or die."
But wait, hold on. You invited the baby into the house with somebody.
No, I
game.
in
hold
a
on,
night
hold
of
on.
passion.
I didn't invite the
Oh,
baby.
even this doesn't work. Let's say you invite somebody in. Are you obligated to keep them there for some period of time? Are you allowed to kick them out at some point, or are women like?
I left the door unlocked by accident.
Somebody push it, push it back.
But wait, that baby is then within you.
Okay.
And-
it's still my body within me, my body.
Right,
me.
but so is it your DNA?
It doesn't matter if it's my
Hold
DNA.
on. Why
I
do
don't
you
care
hold on?
about
Why
that.
do you have control over somebody else's DNA? I thought you said.
Because
Because it's in your body.
Me, if they
Hold
wanted
on.
control,
Oh,
they
got
should
it.
have come.
So
they
it's a
should have
location
come
issue.
earlier.
Super interesting. So
It's a location issue. Yeah. What do you think rape is? What do you think murder is? The location issue of my knife in your fucking chest. That's a location issue. What a stupid. It's a location issue. My face went, borders are real. Borders are the most real thing. You're not a country without a border. No borders. And then it's like, well, what's the problem with this? Oh, so it's just a location issue just because somebody happens to be inside your body? What? That's a wild way of summarizing a thing. Oh, so it's just a location issue?
location matters more than being. Just because somebody happens to be
If
within a womb.
it was my baby in Hawaii, take them out.
However, so if somebody has, it's not, if it's your DNA, you have total choice over your DNA. To take a vaccine or not a vaccine. To be able to drink Coke or drink Sprite.
If they're in my body and they're
Hold on.
affecting my life, I'll do what I want with them.
Okay, so
Easily.
so just because somebody's location determines their moral worth.
No.
Oh, that's such a wild. Like, especially the anti-illegal immigrant guy? Didn't you just use illegal immigrant? Like, do you think so? Do we treat illegal immigrants the same thing as citizens, Charlie? Just their location? Like, what a crazy. What about a trans person in the woman's bathroom? What is their location determined? Like, what a weird. This might be the most retarded fucking pro-life argument I've ever heard in my entire life.
Affecting my life, I'll do what I want with them.
Okay, so
Easily.
so just because somebody's location determines their moral worth.
No, it's not about necessarily location. It's about how they affect me.
For 9 months after you chose to
It's
be able
not
to get in
even
that
it's
circumstance.
not even just 9 months. It's after the fact too. You have postpartum depression.
No, yeah, so that's interesting. So we're getting somewhere. So your argument is you should do what is expedient, even if there is a victim and there might be a casualty.
They won't even know they're a victim.
Okay, that's interesting. Is it okay to murder if the person does not know they were murdered?
Sure, why not? They won't even know. They have
So it's
no-
okay to go to an old person's home, a bunch of people with dementia, and
No,
just
no.
start popping rounds.
Sure, bye.
Popping rounds.
Oh my god. You just killed your argument.
No, I'm not even.
No, you
killing
did just kill
anyone.
your argument. So we can go to old people's homes, dementia, Alzheimer's. They're drained on society. They don't know who they are. They don't know their name. They don't know their relatives. By the way, millions of people with dementia and Alzheimer's. And we
I
just
don't
kill
think
them
that you
because.
should.
Hold on. You said you should be able to.
But it's not necessarily like if they're never gonna know, they're never gonna know.
Okay, so murdering dementia patients is consistent. You're right. You are being consistent.
I think there is a little bit of inconsistency because like after you're dead in a lot of cases in a lot of religions, right? So
The
like
fetus isn't even born though. They're not.
yeah, but
even
like
but
if you
when
let's say
you're
you're just a
born,
person on the street, someone goes and
They're
shoots
not
you,
even allowed
like,
to
you
be
won't
dead.
know. You,
So,
yeah.
but hold on. If you go,
Same argument.
The idea is the question is this: is just because something is not born, are they alive and do they have value?
I don't think so.
Okay, so let's go through it. So just because is it because the fetus or baby is
They
small?
don't have consciousness.
Hold on, we've gone through that. I want to try.
Sure, okay, sure.
Is it because they're small? Yeah, that's not your argument. Location, that's your argument.
No.
Environment, but you said degree of dependency. That's the one that you said.
You said environment. But I don't agree with the
Well,
environment.
meaning like I'm going through the acronym of what most pro-abortion arguments are: size, level, development, environment, degree of dependency. So I always try to find which one
sure,
you're prior because every pro-abortion argument falls into one of four.
Oh, yeah.
So degree of dependency. This baby is going to take from me. Are you glad your mom nurtured you for 9 months in the womb?
I mean, not really, to be honest.
So you wish you wouldn't have been born?
I'm chill with that for sure.
Okay, you're consistent.
I am.
Yeah. So if you were just to be killed tomorrow, not a big deal.
I wouldn't even be having this conversation. W.
I think that this is important because 40 years ago, an average woman would not have answered it that way. They would have said, "My life is beautiful, my life has meaning, my life has purpose, and I'm glad my mom
I don't
sacrificed
think
for
that's
me."
the case for every single woman 40 years ago.
Well, the vast majority of women 40 years ago were not as depressed, not as
No,
suicidal,
I think you
not
can
as.
argue now.
hold
Vast
on.
majority is still the same way. She's inconsistent.
I'm inconsistent as
most
hell.
So
common
do
women.
you think that she's the mainstream opinion, or do you think she's a fringe opinion?
No, she's a fringe opinion.
fair
That's for
enough.
sure. Yeah.
fringe. It feels good.
Okay. So I mean,
Completely.
do you think she's a mainstream opinion or fringe opinion?
It's pretty French.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me at all.
Does anyone else have opinions on this matter? If I were to say that abortion was illegal in America tomorrow, that would be worrisome to you guys?
Yeah, 100%.
I think
Tell me
it's when we say pro-abortion, I don't think that that's necessarily accurate for how I feel. I think I'm pro-choice because people are probably going to get abortions anyways. I would prefer them be safe. It's not something I would necessarily do for myself, but I do think if it's going to be happening, which it is, it should be safe and it should be something that everyone talks about and everyone's educated on beforehand.
So in Texas, they just outlawed abortion. Abortion rates have gone down dramatically. So it's not totally true. It's half true. They're going to other states to get them, but the birth rate's gone up. So it's like this idea that people are going to find them otherwise. Sometimes they just have the baby instead.
Are you more concerned with the birth rate going up or
Well, all of it. The morality of it's the number one issue, which we do not have a moral obligation to terminate human beings smaller than us.
So I have a question for you. So if it was scientifically
ability.
proven,
Yes.
like 100% without a doubt, that you don't have a consciousness, you don't feel pain until the day you come out the womb. You're fine with any and all types of abortions all of a sudden?
No, consciousness not. That's her argument. My argument is that at the point of your DNA's creation, a new soul is entering the world, and the soul transcends reason. And I'll prove it to you guys.
So you're saying soul and consciousness aren't
No,
related?
not at all.
Okay.
And we know that at least in the religious realm because when your consciousness ceases, your soul lives.
Oh, okay.
Because it goes to an afterlife.
Okay.
I think you're-
In a religious context. I'm not going to win you over on a modern
Okay, I'll
context
keep
on
my
that.
mouth shut, sorry.
No, but let me try to win you over because there are points when we all see beauty when our reason or our consciousness is not able to describe them. I was at a loss for words. That sunset was so beautiful. It took my breath away. It was breathtaking. It was at times there are things that hit us on a soul level. We all know this when we hear a certain song, see a certain painting, experience
Okay,
natural
that's-
beauty that touch us on
What a waste of time. Okay, I'm good.